guys, it's me, Catherine. I'm here to talk to you about how to make money as a social media blogger, influencer in the fashion industry, so a fashion blogger. A little bit about myself. My name is Catherine. I'm a fashion, travel, and lifestyle blogger on catherinewanders.com, and you can also find me on Instagram at catherinewanders. So there you go. I'm also a social media consultant, so I have various clients in fashion, travel, fashion, again, obviously, music, and new applications and new companies, things like that. So stay tuned and hope you like everything, and please follow me if you really enjoy this video on my YouTube channel. Thank you. So let's get started. So first things first, first make your account on Instagram. Probably you should probably have a blog or a website, and you can have multiple channels. So it doesn't have to just be Instagram, it could be YouTube, it could be other applications. You can belong to different agencies for influencers, but you first need to focus on maybe Instagram because that's my favorite. But if you are more into YouTube, you can start with YouTube. So that is your next step, and what you need to do is then find maybe 5 to 10 or more influencers that already are successful and you can clearly see are making paid collaborations, or they could be on their way to making paid collaborations but you love their content. So follow these accounts, see what they're doing, and make it your own in a way, because if they're successful, then you can kind of follow and lead that pathway, because that's what companies are looking for in people. So make content that is your own and find your own fashion sense and just keep working it, because you know that it does work as long as you keep motivated and on top of your content creation and content posting. Okay. A very important thing is that followers are not going to come to your account just because you have amazing content. Yes, you have to have amazing content, so work on your content first, but then next you need to make sure you're entertaining people, and people are not going to flock to your account if you're not entertaining them. So make it interesting, make it fun, make it your own, and people will find your voice. So there you go. Next point is that I had mentioned people are not just going to flock to your account on your own accord. You're not going to just be famous tomorrow, for instance. This takes a lot of time. I've been doing this for 3 years now. I put a lot of time and effort into it. I put at least 2 hours a day into engaging other accounts. I would recommend doing that yourself as well, because not only do people want to follow you more if you're engaging with their accounts, like liking and commenting their pictures, but you have to have real engagements with these people, because you will build relationships that way, and that's what this is. It's a social network and social building tool. So there you go. Another point is, I'm not going to be able to answer all of your questions here because, first of all, I want to make it a quick video of some sorts, but at the same time, I have found all of my answers on Google or YouTubing, and I would say that if you don't find it on YouTube, then go to Google and just search your question, because you will find it. There's going to be pages and pages and pages answering your questions. And just go with your gut and just realize that this is what you have to do to motivate yourself and to get things going and moving and, you know, at the pace that you really want your accounts to go. So, okay, next I'm going to talk about the companies that will make you money on social media. So really, I'm telling you, you need to build your profile before you can join some of these sites, but I'm going to share with you all of the agencies that I have worked with and I have made money from or have collaborated from, had successful collaborations. So I'm not being paid by these people, okay? So I'm going to link it below. But I am going to tell you about Poshmark, and I have collaborated with them today to tell you about Poshmark. So Poshmark is one of the coolest shops to buy and sell clothing that is basically resale of, used items. So let's say I got this dress, for instance, right? I think it's very pretty. I got this in a collaboration. I'll be posting this probably in a couple weeks. I personally love this dress, so I will keep it. But if I get tired of this dress, or if I just have too many things in my closet, I can go to Poshmark, put it up in my store, and then the entire community will see this post and people can bid on it, and I can put a price on it, and then people will tell me how much they want to pay for it. Now that's kind of a cool way to get more paid collaborations in a way, because you are selling something that you've already had in a collaboration. So it's okay to do that. If you have a contract with this company where you cannot resell anything, then don't do that, okay? So please don't do that to yourself or any company. Just make sure you're following the guidelines. But anyway, Poshmark is this really cool community that a lot of fashion bloggers buy and sell each other's clothes, and it helps them kind of keep momentum and getting new items in their photo shoots and things like that. So, and you can get really quality items and designer pieces for a lot less. So I will link that below, of course. So check it out. I love it. And that's just another way to make an income with your fashion. Okay. Another thing is, I knew this from the beginning, but I really knew that I had to create a name that is cohesive to my blog. So for instance, my username on Instagram is Catherine Wanders, and my Gmail used to be catherinewanders@gmail.com, but now it is collaborations@catherinewanders.com. And that just looks more professional, because if you have like weird numbers in your Gmail or something, I think that it's just easier for people to reach out to you and they think of you as more professional. As time goes on, you don't need to do this immediately, but it just looks better maybe after you have 10,000 followers or 100,000 followers or something. It's something that is nice, and companies appreciate it. There you go. Very important thing is that maybe at this point in life, you think that emailing is not so important, that there's so many other ways to be contacted or contact people because of, Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, all the above. I have to say, email is my #1 platform to talk and collaborate with companies. So I've mentioned this before, but maybe in the beginning when you're doing these collaborations with companies or photographers, you're going to do a lot of free trade work. And that is a really nice way to improve your following count, your quality content count, and your interactions with real life people. So I would say do a lot of those, and it will only bring you more opportunity. And you do have to kind of create a resume for yourself of companies you've worked with before you do start to get the paid accounts. So there you go. Don't feel bad, because I had to do a lot of free work. It took me a long time before I could finally get someone to pay me to do something. And that's okay, because I stuck with it and I really had dreams in it, and I actually had other paid opportunities outside of posting because people considered me a social media consultant. And that's because I had said I was, and people approached me about how to build their accounts. So here you go. Here's my information to all of you guys. Another important thing is that you need to have a ratio that is very good between your following count and your engagement rate. It's very important to do this, because if you have 1% engagement rate, it doesn't look good. So let's say you have 10,000 followers and you have 100 likes on your post. It just doesn't look good, because it looks like all of those were purchased. So you have to always make sure that you are constantly growing both your engagement and your following. So just pay attention, because companies pay attention and people pay attention, and people won't want to follow you if they see this. So just make sure that you're thinking of all of these things at the same time. Okay, going back to how you want to have kind of a resume of companies you've worked with, you should make a media kit, especially when you already have had like 5 or 10 companies you've worked with, because this will kind of be your resume. It's going to be a visual resume. You're going to want like 5 or 6 photos and descriptions of, you know, yourself, what you do, showing all of the social channel numbers you have, like your Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. So I can link my media kit below so you can kind of see what I did. And I would say you should go Google how to do that because that's what I did. That's how I made my media kit. I think I paid $6 just to have a media kit already in like the way it looked. So it's okay to spend some money. If you know Photoshop and Illustrator, I do too. I just wasn't wanting to spend the time to kind of make the perfect framing and whatnot. So find companies like that out there, and they're going to give you a quality material for it. And anyway, thank you so much for listening. Again, I'm a social media consultant, so if you want to hear any more information, you can reach out to me. I'll leave my email as well so you can talk to me. And please follow me on my YouTube here if you liked my video or any of my other videos. And my Instagram again is Catherine Wanders. So definitely keep updated. There's a lot of exciting things happening. I'm really happy to be involved with all of this, and I will definitely continue to do social media and more YouTube videos. Thanks for watching.